Good morning, the real E-Leezy. We in the building, making it happen. I just wanted to hop on here and touch on a report that I seen out here in Pittsburgh, California. A student wore and dressed up as a KKK Klan member. He was able to make it through 4 periods of class in this costume before he was reprimanded by school officials, etc. So I just want to talk about when it comes to racism and bigotry and discrimination. These things, I believe, in my opinion, allegedly, they're taught. These things are taught at a young age. So parents are teaching their children, along with social media, you know what I'm saying, and our news outlets, and, inner city communities, political offices, and things of that nature, are teaching these young children on how to hate and still cause that division. Now, that child who wore that KKK suit, I can bet any kind of money he's going to grow up to be a manager, a CEO of a company, and he's going to be employing black people, possibly. But he's going to be a racist. He's going to already have hate in his heart. Who would want to be a Klan member? If people know the history of who the KKK, Ku Klux Klan, represented, then why would you want to represent somebody with pure hatred, a group that disliked, black people for no reason, for the color of their skin, just for walking down the street in their neighborhood, just for probably speaking to one of their women? You know what I'm saying? That's a hate group, but they're glorified. But then a group like the Black Panthers and Fred Hampton and all of their type of groups, what they stood for, it was like they were a danger to society. We have to get them off of the streets. And they killed them, all of them. They tore down the whole organization. And all they was trying to do was uplift their people from all the hate and the history of being discriminated against, acts of violence. And it's just sad because that's the world, and this is the society and world that we live in right now, where hate is taught. I don't understand why you would want to teach your child to hate another group of people just based off of the color of their skin. Think about that. That makes no sense. Why would you even allow your child to want? In the times that we're living in now, where everything is broadcast, publicized, and put out there, on a pedestal, under a spotlight, microscope, however you want to dissect it, with social media and technology and everything that's there now, with the George Floyd incidents and the Breonna Taylors, etc., Rashard Brooks, and all of these different things, everything that's out now, why would we still want to live in a society, in a world full of hatred and division? Why? Just ask yourself. It makes no sense whatsoever. But this doesn't get put on your news channels. I seen that it was on Crime 4, but this is just going to go, it's like water under the bridge. They're not going to really talk about it. They're not going to bring the parents on television to discuss why would you allow your child, why would you even buy your child this costume? Why would you send him to school wearing this costume? Because think about it. What if some black boys or some people, not even black, could have been your own white racists, could have been like, man, we're not tolerating this. And they did some harm to that young man or woman, whichever one it was. What if they had acts of violence against that young man, that young boy or girl, for dressing up like that? What if somebody stabbed him or shot him or did something violent and bad? It don't even have to come from black people. Because everybody is so woke these days that it came from anybody. Could have came from an adult, could have came from a teenage child, could have came from younger than that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like we're glorifying that, but these are the days that we're in. So really, it's like history repeating itself. The hatred and everything is being perpetuated as a good thing. And it's just like, I think the media has a responsibility, you know what I'm saying, to tell the truth. I'm talking about mainstream media. Just tell the truth and be honest. Tell the truth and be honest. This particular incident should have light shed on it. It should be publicized. It should be a main topic. This needs to be discussed and this needs to be handled, because now people see that, they're going to think it's okay for them to do it. Now, what happened if you got people and little black boys dressing up as, Huey Newton, Fred Hampton, and some of the Black Panther Party members, you know what I'm saying, who stood for all the injustices of the world, especially in the black community? What happened if they dress up as one of them? Are they going to be shot dead by their fellow classmate? Are they going to be taken down in an aggressive way because somebody decides to call the cops on them and say that this guy is acting out, or make up a reason why he should be reprimanded or whatever, and the police comes and takes them in an aggressive way? See, we got to think about these things. What are we really teaching our future generation? Are we teaching them how to love and how to help build with each other and how to help create, you know what I'm saying, and change this thing around to where it's nothing but love and positivity? That don't mean we always have to agree with each other, you know what I'm saying, but we could have a little bit more compassion and empathy for each other, because this is unacceptable. Where's the parents at? They need to be held accountable. That's the problem, and we're not holding each other accountable. We're allowing this behavior to keep going and keep going and keep going. And that's sad. And that needs to change. Because on my watch, if I was the parents of the school, white, black, Asian, Indian, Mexican, Latino, Filipino, I'm going up to that school and I want them parents to come, and principal, we're meeting with the principal, we're meeting with the teachers, we're meeting with the young child. We're going to all sit in one room and we're going to have one fat discussion, and we're going to pick each other's brains, and we want to get to the bottom of why would you do that? Why would you allow your son to do that? And then ask the son, who made you do this, and why did you wear this costume? For what reason? Do you know what this costume represents? Because you don't know where you're going if you don't know where you came from. Period. You don't know where you're going unless you know where you came from. If you come from hatred, what you think you're going to distribute? If you come from a hatred, you see, it's deeply rooted in the soul. Period. We have to get past that. Our ancestors and everything fought, you know what I'm saying, for us to go to the same schools, for us to use the same bathrooms. Equality for all people, but especially black people. Especially black people. KKK members killed and slaughtered and lynched black people. So let's get that first and foremost. We talk about all people. Yes, that's true, all people. Because there are terrible things happening against all people and all races of people just because they identify with, a certain race. But specifically black people, we have been discriminated against. We have been slaughtered. Acts of violence. And mind you, a lot of that comes from black people, black on black crime too. But then they learn that behavior from other races of people. If other races of people are constantly doing stuff to black people, what you think we're going to do? It's a learned behavior. We're out there killing, robbing, stealing, killing people for nothing, for crumbs. It's a crabs in a barrel mentality. So we got to get connected to something, man. We got to stop with this hate. This shit is everywhere. This shit is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I challenge everybody out there, parents, children, adults, teachers, mentors, pastors, etc. We have to teach and we have to love on our own people. Black people need more love than anybody. We're the most distraught and mentally confused, emotionally messed up. So we really need the love. Spread love. Learn how to love. Let's start that trend of loving each other. Our own. So everybody else will love us. See, because it's a monkey see, monkey do world. Everybody want to copy off what somebody else is doing. Oh, if he's hating on him, I'm going to hate on him too. You don't even know him to hate on him. Why would you hate on him? Why would you say these things to him? Why? Because somebody else is doing it? That means you're being a copycat. We need more leaders. We need more leaders. Leaders. With a T, motherfucker. Leaders. We need more leaders for real. That's what it's about. How you gonna lead if you don't know where you're going? If you stuck on stupid, I can't lead nobody if I'm stuck on stupid. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. So this shit gotta stop. And those parents who allow that man to go to school dressed up as a Ku Klux Klan member, you guys need to be ashamed of yourselves. And that just shows the kind of character, you know what I'm saying, and morale that you have. And I don't want to hear about, oh, I'm not racist, I'm not this. That's not funny. That costume is very offensive to black people. That's not funny at all. This ain't no some game. You just don't dress up as anything and say, oh, it's a Halloween costume. No. If you know what it represents, you wouldn't fucking dress up as it. So we need to do a better job, you know what I'm saying, of being more mindful, more aware, more consciously woke. And we need to start tackling these issues, and we need to start holding people accountable and responsible, you know what I'm saying, for the actions and the things that come out their motherfucking mouths. So, you know, like, share, subscribe. I hope you guys have a blessed day. But this is that shit that ticked me off because I got young children. You know what I'm saying? And I already know how this world is. And they got to grow up in this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm teaching them opposite of all of that. Period. Because I'm not going to stand for none of that shit. I'm calling it out at the forefront, no matter what. So, I hope you guys have a blessed day. Love, live life. And you know what I'm saying? Love on your people, man. Period, point blank. Love on each other. We already born into hate. You know what I'm saying? There's too much hatred out there. There's too much hatred out there.